guys, what is up? This has been Falcon's Media Corner and welcome back to another movie review, AK After I Saw. And today I'm going to be talking about the 2021 neo-noir crime thriller known as The Little Things. Now, The Little Things, this was written and directed by John Lee Hancock, the director of The Blind Side and Saving Mr. Banks. And this basically tells the story of the security guard named Joe Deacon, or known as Deke, played by Denzel Washington, who, along with this police detective named Jim Baxter, played by Rami Malek, they're basically trying to solve a murder that's happening in this small town of Los Angeles, where it involves a serial killer. And basically, while they're trying to investigate the whole crime that's happening, we see for Jim Baxter, he's seeing like more dark secrets and mysteries that involve Deke's past, and we see that it's kind of like intriguing him rather than the case that he's facing. So we see that throughout the entire film about Deke's past, as well as this whole murder mystery that's happening in this small town of Los Angeles. So that's pretty much the story of The Little Things. So for going into The Little Things, I didn't even know what this was really about though from before seeing the trailer. But when I saw the trailer, it looked like it was going to be a really good like movie with 3 Oscar winners. Denzel Washington, which he won for Glory and Training Day, which are 2 great movies that he's been in. So I can't wait to review those ones for you guys. And you got other Oscar winner, Rami Malek, which he won his Oscar for Bohemian Rhapsody, which I've already reviewed that on my channel, so you can check that out, guys, if you want. And Jared Leto, which he also won an Oscar for Dallas Buyers Club, which that's a fantastic movie, and I can't wait to review that one for you guys too. And for having these 3 in the movie, it was really a great surprise to see. And I didn't even realize this was from the director of The Blind Side and Saving Mr. Banks, which I have seen those movies before, and I will do a review of those separately on my channel. I didn't realize that until before I saw this movie. And I heard the reviews for this film, and I've seen most of my friends have seen this. Matthew Davis Media, he's seen the movie, which that's a shout out for Matthew Davis if you're watching this. And so I watched this today on the TV. And this movie was okay. It wasn't awful, it wasn't terrible, it was just okay. But the positives I'll say for this movie are the performances. All 3 Oscar winners, Denzel Washington, Rami Malek, and Jared Leto, they were all very good together. They were all well acted together in this movie. Although there were some weak character developments I had for some of them, like mainly Jared Leto's character, Albert, who's this loner who we start to suspect that he might be the serial killer in the movie. I thought there wasn't that much like development to his character. I thought that was a bit weak. But still, though, Jared Leto, he still gave a really good performance. And like I said, the other 2 Oscar winners, Washington and Malek, they were all good together in the movie. And everyone else, they all did a pretty solid performance. However, the biggest issue with the movie, it's really its concept. It is very familiar to other crime dramas we've had before, like crime thrillers as well, which most of it is really kind of like has familiarities to one of my favorite crime thrillers, which is Seven, which is one of my all-time favorites. I absolutely love that movie. I just felt that had a really similar feeling to that, and it kind of felt like it didn't have much to be like a newer crime thriller. It just felt very familiar to other ones that I've seen before. Just again, it's mostly just familiar to Seven to me. And the writing in the movie I thought was just weak. But it wasn't like one of the worst written works I've ever seen for a crime thriller. Because I've seen some other crime thrillers that had very poor writing, but this one I thought was pretty weak. I thought it was weak, and just didn't feel like it had really had much to do in the movie. And there was some weak character developments in the film that I had, and for some of the acts, it kind of went a bit slow, particularly its final act of the film, which I thought the final act of the film wasn't that good. It wasn't terrible. I thought it wasn't that good, where it builds up towards its finale, which the finale of the film, which I won't spoil for you for those who have not seen it. But because I would recommend it to check it out if you're a fan of these kind of movies. But again, I just don't want to spoil for you for those who have not seen the film. But in the end, though, The Little Things, this movie was okay. It wasn't awful. It wasn't garbage. It was just okay for the most part. And I wish it could have been a little bit better from what I wish it was going to be. But nonetheless, we got what it was, and it wasn't it wasn't like the worst crime thriller I've ever seen, because I've seen some far more worse ones out there. But this one, it was just okay for the most part. So overall, I'm gonna give The Little Things a C. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching my review of The Little Things, and let me know if you did see the movie. I would like to hear your thoughts. Did you have a good time with it, or did you not really like this one? So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and stay tuned for my next AK After I Saw review, and this has been Falcons Media Corner signing off.